My last television show ever. I gathered 3 of my favourite chefs. We created a dish for each of you. Now, this isn't any ordinary meal. It was actually created back in Scotland. And then we have Steve Couch. I'm going to allocate him to you, Richard. I worked with Richard Sturgeon at the Marine Hotel in Troon when I started as the chef at the Auberge de Cuisine. And he was a wonderful leader, so I learned a lot of great things from him about food, but more importantly about how to conduct myself in a kitchen. Steve Couch matured very quickly as a student and turned into a really wonderful, very creative young chef and a great flair for the dramatic. To me, Stornoway was the big city. I mean, it had everything. One of the major features of Stornoway is its castle, Lewis Castle, and it is pretty dominant in the landscape. It overlooks the small port town of Stornoway, and it's really just a wonderful building. I remember Troon as being just a wonderful place to live. I mean, in 1980, the year I arrived, we did the first British Open.
That's right, that's right.
And
which was the biggest event on our calendar.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny how that event has really kept us in touch from your days at Glasgow Food Tech, then out to the Bahamas, more so when you moved into Grand Rapids, because you supplied me with staff to cope with future opens that came up. The fact that your guys were as skilled as they were was a great asset to us.
And think about that, Richard. That's 33 years ago.
I know, it's remarkable when you think from the day and hour we had our interview to where we are today.
I know. So what I'm really looking forward to is seeing what you're going to come up with for our student, Steve.
This gives us the opportunity to throw our ideas around and use what skills we've got left.
Get back in the kitchen, Chef.
Get the whites on again.
Yeah. I wanted the chefs to see the famous kippers of Stornoway, and I took them to a kipper house, one of the only and oldest left in the island. What are you using to smoke them with? Pure oak. Well, Chef, that was some tour.
I think using the products that we've seen in there, we can create some soups with this.
With the smoked fish?
Making the smoked fish the centre part of what we're going to do.
That's a great idea. So do you think we should do several or just do one?
No, I think we should, maybe let's do 3.
Perfect.
Let's do 3.
And then you can choose.
And then we'll select which we feel is the most appropriate.
Let's just go and get it done.
Smells good, Angus.
Yeah, it really does. How's it looking, Chef?
Yeah, it's looking very good. Nice consistency.
All right, Richard, we have all 3 here, so we need to make a decision.
So I have here what I would have thought started off as Cullen skink, but we've added to it and turned it into something special, I think.
Yeah, I like that one. And you made the curried cream for it, which is an interesting kind
addition. Yeah.
So we have to make a decision now, Richard. So we have the Cawn Croppic, which is the liver pate stuffed into the cod's head.
I like it. I just wonder if the actual head, would somebody actually choose that?
Yeah.
Once they see it, customers' reaction.
Yeah. And now this one with the small fish, the cuddies, or the cayenne, and in the juice with the butter and the milk and the leeks and the onion. Again, this one's a little bit difficult to eat as well because of the fish head.
Yeah. But I think because it's so different.
Yeah, it is different.
I think that would appeal.
And now this one, which I think this curry cream's a great addition. So if you could put a little bit on top of that,
Yeah.
I think that's going to really be something. you know. I love that. So we've got a little bit of the Orient, and we've got a little bit of Scotland.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, this is done with the smoked fish, because the big thing in Lewis was the preservation of the fish.
Yeah. I think that, to me, that's the winner. I think that supersedes.
So you think Steve will like this?
Oh, I think he'd love that.
Yeah, I really
so.
do. I can't wait to see his reaction when we make this film. Sue and the Usk, the juice of the fish. While in Scotland, I worked with a chef called Richard Sturgeon, executive chef of the Marine Hotel in Troon. He created this dish. It's called Sue and the Usk, the Gaelic for the stock of fish. I'm just going to finish this off and let you taste it. You like it?
Oh, I love it. This reminds me of the first time when I started at the Heritage with you, and I was on fish. It's in its time. And, where's the fish? How long? And I said, oh crap, he's asking me the fish. And I'm looking at my stuff, and I know that it's gonna take me 8 minutes to do this fish. Maybe I can make it 3 minutes. 3 minutes, chef. Okay, all right. Looking at my fish 3 minutes later, sure enough, it has 5 more minutes. And chef is living, you told me 5 minutes, how long? And I learned from that experience, when someone asks you, how long is it gonna take you to get here? How long before it's finished? How long before it's complete? Say 8 minutes. Say 8 minutes, because this is an orchestra, and I love that he talked about the kitchen as music, and everyone had a part in the band. And it wasn't me against you, it was how do we make this come together, and how do we make this experience music for the guest? That was the best part about working with you in the kitchen, was learning to set realistic expectations, and to also always make the memory as important and as unforgettable as possible.
Hi, I'm Chef Heckwolf, and this is CA 104 Bakery. We'll do a rosette, a bear claw, the traditional Danish snail, and then a pinwheel. But you're gonna gently stretch it, and then you're gonna start twisting it. Okay, so everybody should get their Danish stuff going now. But it's really cold right now, so that's part of the problem. So you can either hit it with the blowtorch if you want. So you're gonna start pressing it out. Ooh, they look good. Then you're gonna slice them like this. How are the pretzels coming? Tapered ends, right? And a big Buddha belly. Overlap at once, and then 9 o'clock, 9 and 3, right? They really are learning the traditional way that you would make pretzels. And now we're gonna move down to the end. Let's set it down. We're just gonna cover the whole thing in butter. Apples, spices, sugar. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We'll put it right like this. Just bend it forward.
How coordinated we are.
I know, look at that. Tyrone, it's like we're a couple.